They're coming in, and they're away and racing for the Wheatland and Albrighton Hunts Club Members Conditions Race, kindly sponsored by E.T. Rowlands and Son. They're heading towards the first of 18 fences, around about 3 miles to go, and they're both more or less together over that. Now Ben perhaps just clear and draws a length or so clear as they approach the next. Coming towards it now Ben and Shales Road. This will be the last fence in a couple of circuits' time. They're both safely over that, and now it's on towards the next on this section of the course, the third of the 18. And now Ben, ex-Nicky Henderson horse on the inside, leads Shales Road into it. They're in perfect unison over that one, in the air together. And now they make their way in the short distance towards the sharp left-hand turn before making their way towards the roadside fence. Now Ben then on the inside under Alex Edwards, Shales Road on the outer in the yellow colours under Kitty Robinson as they both clear that and make their way more or less stride for stride this short run before they'll swing left-handed again and make their way to the open ditch for the first of 2 occasions. Shales Road then on the outside, now Ben on the inner. It's a short distance to the ditch. They're coming to it now, they're approaching it now. Shales Road on the outside, once again in the air together, now Ben on the inner. Now Ben on the inside, a winner already this season at Brampton Bryan and second at this meeting in the middle of April. Now racing in unison with Shales Road as they make their way across the track and on towards the next fence over on the far side. Coming towards it now. Out of sight of this position, but they're both safely over now on towards the last on the far side. This will be the 7th of the 18 as they make their way towards it. Still not a lot to choose between them, more or less together. Now Ben a slightly better jump at that, gains a little bit of ground in the air, and now it's left hand down again and up the bank towards the cross fence, with now Ben and Shales Road continuing to race together as they continue on in this combined Wheatland and Albrighton Hunts race, kindly sponsored by Messrs E.T. Rowlands and Son Limited from Bridge North. A pair of them out over the uphill cross fence, and now it's quite a long run towards the next. Now Ben and Shales Road then, more or less together. Shales Road with Kitty Robinson on board. Kitty rode her first winner at Bangor a couple of years ago on Whistling Straits. Helps her mum in the yard at the moment before going to university later this year, Sussex University, to study geography and international development. Before then she's off to Southeast Asia for a couple of months. Before that though, she's got to complete this race, and this fence is just half a length or so behind now Ben, with Alex Edwards on board. Alex, 8 winners this season, prolific number of winners in the last 3 seasons or so, Alex, primarily for Philip Rowley's yard, as they come to what will be the last fence when they've completed another circuit. This time it was the 10th of the 18, and now it's past the judge with just under a circuit to go. Continuing on there, now Ben on the inside, racing in the colours of the Dealers Partnership as they clear the next. A better jump by now Ben at that, and now goes probably a couple of lengths clear as they make their way towards the turn, and Alex Edwards just upping the ante a little. Now Ben now some 4 or 5 lengths clear of Shales Road and Kitty Robinson as they approach the roadside fence. In fact, Shales Road is being pulled up on the approach to that roadside fence, so now Ben left out on his own with Alex Edwards on board. The commentator's nightmare as the remaining runner heads towards the open ditch, the second open ditch, the second and final occasion, the 13th of the 18. Now Ben then and Alex Edwards come towards it. The only combination left in this race at the moment, so a clear round will take this prize. As now Ben, the first and second already this season, with Alex on board, makes them heads towards the lane, crosses the lane and on towards the next on the far side. So they've got 2 on the far side, now Ben and Alex Edwards, and then the cross fence before they turn for home. They come into the fence that is actually out of sight of a number of us here. They're safely over it. Back into view they come now, Ben and Alex Edwards, and heading towards the last on the far side. Just 20 or 30 yards to go to get to it. They're coming to it now. Safely over that. The white cap just standing out against that green background at the back as they swing left-handed and make their way up the back. So they've got 3 fences to go. This combination looking for the second win this season for the Dealers Partnership. Now Ben and Alex Edwards make their way up the bank and on towards the cross fence. Just short of it now, once again safely over. I said this is a lesson in jumping. It's probably putting a curse on this combination now, Ben and Alex Edwards. Now Ben once with Nicky Henderson's yard at Lambourne. Now with the very successful Philip Rowley yard, and Philip of course clerk of the course here at this Wheatland meeting. Down the back they come as they come back into view. 2 plain fences to go in this Wheatland and Albrighton combined race, kindly sponsored by E.T. Rowlands & Son. Now Ben and Alex Edwards head towards the second from home. 2 to go. Now they've got 1 to go because they're safely over that one, making their way steadily towards the final fence, and then the short run after that towards the finish. Just 50 yards or so to go to get to the last fence. Now Ben and Alex Edwards comes to it, and safely over, second already here this season, and now heads towards the line to take this Wheatland and Albrighton Downs Club Members Conditions race. And many thanks to Messrs Rowlands & Sons from Bridgnorth for sponsoring.